Welcome to the Role Play Challenge by Professor Anukriti Sharma. I am your host and a BBA student at IMRT Business School.
We've got 50 role plays depicting different workplace scenarios and team culture lined up for you over next 2 months. These role plays, followed by group discussions, will help you sharpening your leadership skills and your overall personal development.
And now we are having a first round 7-day marathon with 7 role plays.
Which will help you sharpen your leadership skills, communication skills, and personality.
Hey Janet, I just wanted to let you know that I'll be submitting PTO for December 17th and 18th.
Just submit it on that request form for me. But I don't know if I'll be able to approve it though.
Okay.
And Veronica, that brings me to the next question. I'm so glad it didn't just skip my mind. I can obviously see you are not at office today according to the biometrics, and I was hoping you could tell me why.
Yeah, I'm not in today. I just joined this Zoom meeting since you emailed it was important.
Is there a reason?
Yeah, I told you I wasn't going to be in today or tomorrow.
Honey, I do remember our conversation. All I'm trying to say is you could have put it on a request form for me.
Oh, yeah, no, I know you wanted me to put it on the request form, and I did, but it was more of a letting you know I wasn't going to be there versus a request because I work all year and I save my PTO and I should be able to use them whenever I need to.
Veronica, you do understand we are really short-staffed right now.
And I know that you guys have interviewed 7 people and you're just being super picky. So the fact that you're short staffed shouldn't fall back on me.
I mean, see, honey, you're already out today, so obviously I can't do anything about it, but I really, really need you in tomorrow.
I won't be in tomorrow.
Veronica, can't you just try just this one time, honey?
Nope, I'm not gonna be in tomorrow. I've saved up all my PTOs and it's my right to use them whenever I want to. So no, I'll pass.
Okay, so thank you everyone for attending this meeting at such a short notice, and I'll be sure to address all of your questions and update you all on the questions that you had for me. Anybody else has got any further questions for me? No? Okay, so perfect. Also, Veronica, I actually had a question about that report that you were supposed to send over. Can I have some updates on it because I still haven't received it?
I actually turned that in to Joanne last week. She hasn't gotten it over to you.
Let's go ahead and take this conversation offline, shall we? All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us
No,
this
hold on,
evening.
hold on. Why do we need to take it offline?
I would just prefer to take this conversation offline if that's okay with
But no,
everyone.
you were prepared to call me out in front of everyone. So are you not calling Joanne out just because she's your team lead and you don't want it to look bad? Why aren't you willing to call her on camera and ask her the same way that you were asking me?
I would just prefer to have this conversation offline. I don't want to make a big deal out of it.
I'm not making a big deal out of it. I just want to know why you were fully ready to call me out in front of everyone in this meeting, but Joanne gets an offline conversation with you?
Can we please take this offline?
Okay, let's go ahead and take this offline. For future references, if you ever want to ask me about something that I haven't done, either start with it offline or we are having a whole conversation online in front of everyone you decided to put it up in front of. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, let's take it offline. I think that's the best thing to do.
All right. Thank you so much, Veronica, for joining us. Oh, God.
Thank you, boss. Thank you for saving me.
Honey, you should have just told me that she's already submitted her report, and why didn't you email it over?
It's my fault. I should have done that.
I wouldn't have really brought this question up in the meeting. And you know how difficult she can be sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
I would have just avoided this question had I known. But it's okay, it's okay. But just let me know at the back end, how is she performing with everybody else on the team?
She's performing good. She's rude. No, no, she's not rude, but yes, like whenever I say her to do a little bit work extra, she
Hmm.
takes time for herself.
Well, I know there's a big difference between being rude and taking a stand for oneself, so we really don't have a right to check her on her behavior. In
Yeah.
general, though, is she rude to people?
No, she's not. She's not that rude. No,
She just
she's not.
she just chooses to stand up for herself and speak up for herself, yeah?
Yeah.
Just let me know. Just look at her track record. Is she a high performer and a high achiever? Has she been achieving good numbers for us in the last quarter?
Yes, she is. She has been achieving a lot.
Would you rate her as a high performer on your team?
Yes, I would.
Which means our team can't really afford to lose her.
Exactly.
And the company can't afford to lose her because she hits all the targets in the numbers. Am I right?
Yes.
Honey, I would just say play it down a little with her. Suck it up. You know what I mean. All
Yeah.
these high achievers, they tend to be difficult sometimes, and they're not being rude. She's just standing up for herself. And if she does ask for an extra stipend or an on-call pay, I do understand she deserves it. It's just that we are,
Yeah.
trying to cut some corners here and there. We know what we are doing. So I would just say, advise you rather to, play it down a couple of notches, be a little cool with her, suck it up. If at all she tends to get difficult, but, we have to accept that she's competent and she is committed to the company. We have to accept that at the end of the day. And
Exactly.
we really can't afford to lose her, especially at this time of the year when it's crazy, it's really busy. We really can't afford to lose a high performing candidate. We can't afford to lose such a competent and such a committed performer at this time of the year.
Yeah, I understand.
We really need to retain her in our company, honey. Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah, I know, right?
Sometimes even if we don't like it, because she's more competent than others, I do know
Ex-
that this petty politics does creep in, this jealousy does creep in. I do understand. It's just basic human behavior, human nature, psychology, you understand. All of us tend
Yeah,
to be jealous of those who are very competent and
exactly.
high achievers, high performers. They are hitting all the targets in the numbers, others are not. Obviously, people are going to be jealous of her, including the
It's
team.
her basic nature. She's an excellent performer. We can't change it.
We can't change that, and we also can't change basic human nature. Jealousy is a part of
Exactly.
human nature. It's okay. So, you know, I would say just live with it, Joanne. I know what's happening here. I do understand. I've seen it all. I've been there myself. So just suck it up. We got to keep her on our team. We got to retain her. So, darling, once the meeting is over, just email that report to me, and I
Yeah,
shall
sure.
see you at office tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Good evening then.
Good evening. Thank you.
Thank you.